season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, that's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. And look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Castle. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Another run with Mitchell.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Jackson.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Jackson.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. To throw again is Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Walker now on 1st and 10 to about the 33-yard line.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 19 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come over the loss.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
option play, they'll give to Walker.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Castle. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers last week for Mitchell: 22 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Here's 3rd and 3.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Jackson. Incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Castle. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He finds Douglas complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Fielded at the 20. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2nd and 10. But once again, it's Mitchell. Fancy footwork in midfield. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson, option right. The quick feet, and now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 39 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, in this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Completes it to Douglas. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Straight ahead, Walker. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 1. And he's going to use his legs here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 14 yards that time, but a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Give to Walker on the read option. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, Castle. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Taken at the goal line. This offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive.
Castle setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw.
Castle. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown!
De'Ami Brown.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin with an AFC South matchup in Indianapolis as Houston is in town. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. Gardner Minshew has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Mike White, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
Standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw.
Castle. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Looking to throw. Castle. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Operating from the gun. Castle buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Castle. He finds his man. Complete. That's Douglas. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They go play action with Jackson. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Right back to Mitchell here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. Now Jackson on second down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
2nd and 5. Now Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Monarchs have got it back to within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Castle. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Castle. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll start out here with the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Play action. Now Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Escapes the sack. And he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Castle. And this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
To throw on third down. Castle in trouble, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Trying the right side with Mitchell. Able to slither by. There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
A 60-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Castle. Going underneath. He's got Hockenson. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st, and save a timeout.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they'll get it in just short of the 45 at the 44.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He's back to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
They'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone,